Hello everyone, this is PolTrader here, back for another Sunday video. This is going to be basically just me talking about the charts, the pair that I trade, and looking at news, trying to get an idea for what is going to happen next week. And yeah, just basically talk about price, talk about how it's going to react, what areas I'm looking at, why I'm looking at it, what news to be alerted to, and what to avoid, what not to avoid, stuff like that. As always, this isn't financial advice. This is just me making a video, mainly for my own, my own sort of blog, so I can look back on this. But I know a lot of other people trade these markets, and they're interested to see, not necessarily what I look at the market, but what just basically in general what other people see and how they look at the market. So, as we can see, I'm mainly a GJ trader. We can see that the price opened here last week and it was just working down. It was just working all of these lows, taken this low, and then price has taken this, and then it's come down one more time into this general area before retracing to the upside. I believe this was a GDP for Great British Pound. I wasn't expecting the move on Friday to be this big because Asia range was absolutely massive. It was like 42 points just for this one block. London session was about the same, and then New York reversal. But I just wasn't expecting a move this big. There was no real reason as to why it should have done that. Now, it's with price, it's one of those things. News can only affect it so much. Price action can only affect it so much. When you've got stuff like this and the way price moved, it's kind of understandable, but you'd expect it to come up to this weekly level and then sort of retrace. So I wasn't expecting it to go up here. I did take a short from this area because this is one standard deviation from Asia range, and I took a short back down to this weekly level. Now, with all this playing out, I'm going to be mainly taking long positions. Now, this is because it's taken all of this up here. It's made a clear new high in the market. So we've got our external liquidity points. This is one of the external liquidity points, and then we've got this down here. So we're currently within this overall range. Now, if we're to look at this and the way that I trade the markets, I will be looking at this area here with these two candles, spreading that across, and then I'll be looking at this one here as well for possible reversal points. I don't think it's gonna just suddenly open and then go instantly back up. I think it's got to come back down, maybe take this low and react from this general area here. So yeah, that's basically for Monday. My plan is to just see how the market opens and basically just watch it and see how it reacts around here. And then if I get an entry signal in here, I'll go to the 15 and 5 minute and then look to refine it, aiming for this high. Now, the logical thing to think would be to have something like this to be Monday, so consolidation on Monday, and then have a little run down on Tuesday like this, and then break this high here on Wednesday. So it'll be something like that. Come back into this general area, then start working above, and then aim to hit this on Friday or possibly Thursday. I'd like it on Thursday, but if not, Friday. That's what makes sense. So we'll have consolidation Monday, we'll have Tuesday low of the week, and then we'll have QM on Wednesday for an order block reversal into here, and then we'll have expansion Thursday, Friday. If we're looking at the news, tomorrow we've not really got much news at all. Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. 12, where are we? 13, yeah. So tomorrow we've not really got much news at all. We've got a little bit of JPY, which we need to be aware of, just to see how the figures come out from the previous and the actual. Tuesday, not really got anything either. Got unemployment rate for GBP, which we will need to keep an eye on, but it's nothing too major. The USD CPI, we need to watch that. We need to understand how that's going to play out, and we need to look at figures, try and get an idea of whether the data's in an uptrend or downtrend. Try and get a good visualization on what we think it's going to do next and where the market's going to go. That's at 1:30, so that's right in the middle of our trading window. So on Tuesday, it's either going to be you trade at 12 o'clock and you look to finish trading at 1:30, or you watch the market till 1:30, see how news comes out and react to the market and take a position based on what the news release is going to do. I'm not a really big fan of trading news because it can be a little bit dodgy at times, unless you can clearly see a point in the market where liquidity is being trapped, and then the news release comes out and you can actually see price take liquidity, manipulate the market, and then you can be confident that it's going to go in the direction that you chose. But until that happens, anything like this is just kind of guessing work, especially when you're trading with like 4 or 5 pip stop losses. You're going to get absolutely wiped out. So it's best to wait, an extra 15 minutes before you just jump straight in. Wednesday we got CPI. So, we got GBP, CPI on Wednesday. This could be where we get good news from GBP, and then this could be this move, which gives it the liquidity and the actual thrust in order to move higher. That's pretty much what I'm thinking is going to be happening around then. Thursday's nothing really interesting, just USD core retail sales. That's the only thing that I'm going to be working on. Might take a look at employment claims just to see if I can get an idea of what's going on with that, because it normally affects the market no matter what. And then Friday we've got just nothing really for GBP again, and nothing for JPY. So GBP JPY news is actually quite calm this week. The only thing that we've really got to focus on is USD and how it's correlating with GBPUSD. Maybe we'll have a look at the DXY as well. Just to get an idea of what exactly is going on. So if we look at this, so this one, so I'm going to delete that actually. So got this level up here, and we've also got this level here. Now we've also got this, which price is playing off. Now if we go down to here, the 1 hour chart, we've got all of this up here, and we've also got this gap. So it's quite possible that we're going to see DXY gain a little bit, take out this up here, and then fill this gap, maybe come into this order block up here, and then that will be the high of the week for DXY, maybe on Tuesday. So it's looking like, it looks like it's probably going to keep coming up, fill this gap, and then come down. It's very rare that I actually even trade the DXY. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I just don't. Correlation for me is not something that I really worry about too much. Anyway, getting a bit off track. But yeah, this is what I think is going to happen next week. This is my analysis, and yeah. Hope you have a good trading week next week. I shall post another video on Wednesday for a midweek update. Have a good trading week, and I shall see you on Wednesday.